Well, even if the pandemic means you're opting to stay closer to home and or away from crowds this winter, there are plenty of ways to stay warm and have a ton of fun too. Heather Greenwood Davis is a contributing editor at National Geographic and is back on Morning Live with some cool winter options that'll keep us warm. Welcome back, Heather.
Hey, thanks for having me. Great to see you.
Yeah, great to see you too via Skype. So COVID-19 has dampened so many travel plans this year, but depending on where you are and what's allowed, there are still plenty of options.
Yeah, for sure. And it's not just snowbirds who are going to be feeling the pinch this year, right? According to a recent Expedia study, most of us reached our tripping point, that intense need for a break from the routine and the change of scenery, 28 days after the first stay-at-home mandates. And 25% of us, of those surveyed, reached that point in the first week. I was among those.
Same.
So, right? Once that initial stay-at-home mandate occurred, it really only took Canadians an average of 35 days before they started researching and dreaming about their next trip. And most of us are managing that wanderlust with self-care, time outside, and of course, local travel. So the good news is that there are still great options that can get you out of your house safely, depending on where you live, what health officials are saying, where you're going, and what you're comfortable with. We know that those things can change from day to day, so you got to keep an eye on that. But it goes without saying, of course, that we all have this responsibility, not just to each other, but to our families, to ourselves. When we leave our house, we want to make sure we've got masks on, hand sanitizer out, and we're respecting all those social distances.
Absolutely. So what do you recommend for snowbirds to prepare for the season?
Well, to start off, figure out the warm spots close to you and head there. If you live in British Columbia, you're especially lucky. They are consistently among the warmest spots on the planet. Victoria shows off temperatures on average of 7 to 9 degrees Celsius in the winter, while the rest of us are over here freezing. So if you're there in the city and really anywhere on Vancouver Island, you're going to find plenty to keep you busy. You also might want to check in overnight at the Fairmont Empress and spend some time shopping in that neighborhood. You've just got that gorgeous view. You've got high tea there. It's gorgeous. And here in Ontario, of course, there's some areas in the southwest that are going to be a little bit warmer. Quick Google search of average temperatures wherever you are is going to help you plan accordingly.
My co-host Leslie Stewart, she's nodding when you mentioned the Empress. She had tea there, and
Oh,
it's amazing.
beautiful.
Yeah. You also suggest trying something new.
Yeah, so listen, people are always telling me that I have to embrace winter and learn to love it, but that's only partly true. You just have to learn to love some part of it. So set yourself on a course to trying new things. Maybe pick a winter activity, invest in great winter gear, and use the money that you would have used on travel to invest in lessons. So not every activity has to stretch your athleticism. Yes, you can ski and snowboard and all of that, but Nordic spas are really good for you too, and they have no exertion required. You are simply dipping in and out of like hot and cold pools. It gets your blood circulating. It's a great option for people who are a little, winter averse, let's say.
All of my travel is a no exertion theme, so that fits perfectly.
You and me both.
You also suggest incorporating some of the things we love to do in summer in a winter vacation.
Yes. So this was a great surprise to me too, but you can actually put a twist on some of those things. So if you're someone who loves cottaging and camping in the summer, great news. You don't have to stop. You can book a winterized authentic in one of the national parks. So authentics are these tented A-frame cabins, and it's really, really glamping, like raised floors, cozy beds, furniture, dining table in there and everything. And it's great for campers who want that little extra comfort in the wild. I'm waving my hand, that's me. And there are more than 400 of them at 30 locations across the country. So not all of them are winterized. You want to make sure you're getting one that's winterized, has a heater inside. But you can look for options in parks like Fundy National Park, Riding Mountain, La Mauricie, lots of options there.
Wow, that's nice. We've got less than 30 seconds left, but any quick suggestions on staycations?
Yes, for sure. So the thing you want to consider is we always travel out of country to try to, stay at fancy hotels. Find one here close to home. There are a lot of hotels here who need your help. Hotels were among the first to adopt COVID-19 protocols. And so you're going to be able to stay safe and have a great time at a hotel near you.
Okay. Thank you, Heather Greenwood Davis. All right, we got to travel. We're back with a brand new Morning Live tomorrow.